Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from somewhere in New Zealand, it's The Global Show with your host, Dave Benson.
All right, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to The Global Show. Yes, that's right. New name, new year, same face. It is 2026, and apparently everything's changed. The world, the internet, the show name, but somehow my bald head still survived. That's right. I'm your host, Dave Benson, and this is officially the #1 independent talk show on the planet. Hence the name, Global. I checked twice on the internet, so must be true. Man, where did that holiday go to? 1 minute you're knee deep in turkey and mince pies, telling yourself this is the last one. The next thing you know, it's fireworks and a brand new year, and you can't remember what day it is or why your genes are so angry with you. But that is not the big question. That's not the question we all want answered. No. The real question is, did the Proclaimers ever actually walk 500 miles? Because I've got a thought about it. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and then I'm calling nonsense. First of all, 500 miles is a long way. Secondly, they then say that they would walk 500 more, which is not confidence, that's poor planning. Also, they never say when. They never say how long it took, and they definitely didn't release any of the Fitbit data to prove it. So until proven otherwise, I'm saying they walked about 6 miles, stopped, had a pie, and then wrote the rest as a chorus. And on that note, let's kick off the monologue. Gears engaged, pressure steady, system at peak performance. Standing by. Right, let's catch up on the news, because apparently the world didn't stop spinning just because I switched off my phone and ate an entire ham. First up, Michigan released its annual banished words list, and this year the word they're cancelling is 67. Now, if you're over 30, that sounds like a postcode. But no, it's a Gen Z phrase that apparently means nothing, everything, or I don't know what to say, but I want to sound mysterious, like a horoscope, but lazier. We're just 1 year away from teenagers just saying, and claiming it as a personality. Next, this is a great story, Tom. A kayaker in Chile was scooped into a whale's mouth and spat back out. He's fine, a bit wet, slightly re-evaluating his life, but now he's the only man alive who can say, I got swallowed by a whale without being accused of a biblical cosplay. And the whale, well, apparently not impressed, took one taste and went, ew, human. Vegan diet starts now. Speaking of creatures of the deep, CBS accidentally cut away from their New Year's Eve concert to show a full episode of Matlock. Middle of the show. Boom! Suddenly it's a courtroom drama from 1987, and no one at home even flinched, because that's how weird New Year's Eve TV's got. 1 minute you're watching people lip sync on a fake rooftop, next minute it's Matlock cross-examining someone in a beige suit. Honestly, smoothest part of the broadcast. Meanwhile, the first Karen of 2026 has been crowned. It's January 1st. She's out at Red Rock Canyon, sees a tourist taking photo and just loses it. Starts yelling, climbing on boulders, blocking views. Even her husband was like, honey, maybe we don't need to escalate this with a rock. The internet crowned her immediately. First Karen of the year. We're barely out of the champagne fog and boom, she's already trending. If you watch CNN on New Year's, you might have caught Andy Cohen giving his annual Too Many Mimosas speech. This year he went in on New York's Mayor Eric Adams, calling him chaotic and horrible, live on air. Adams responded the next day with and I quote, another sloppy drunken rant. Honestly, it's the most coherent debate American politics has seen in a decade. Just two men arguing with the energy of a failed brunch. In comeback news, BTS are returning this March. That's right, the boys are back. Military service complete. They're fans, they're BTS army, or they're already planning the resurrection of the global internet. I saw one girl faint just from hearing the word March. Another one printed 700 stickers of Jungkook and taped them to her neighbour's cat. It's going to be a big month. At CES, tech is off its head again. First they unveiled an AI-powered bird bath, a smart bath for birds. Now this live streams your robins in 4K, recognises 6,000 species, and then sends you footage of the birds that you didn't even know existed. Meanwhile, I can't even get my toaster to stay down. And if your knees are feeling festive fatigue, there's some great news. They've built a robot exoskeleton for your legs. Now this is called the DN-Sys Z1. It helps you climb stairs and hills without exploding. Basically, a Fitbit crossed with RoboCop. I want 3. 1 for each leg and then 1 for emotional support. In Theatreland, Alex Timbers has 4 shows running at the same time on Broadway. That's not talent, that's witchcraft. I can't even schedule a dentist appointment and a haircut in the same week. And this man's staging Moulin Rouge, managing Here Lies Love, ordering a coffee and rehearsing Beetlejuice in his sleep. Give him a cape, he's earned it. And finally, a yellow lab named Phoenix fell through the ice in Rhode Island on New Year's Day. Don't panic. Firefighters rescued him. He's completely fine, wet, confused, slightly embarrassed, but safe, and probably telling the other dogs, "You guys ever done a cold plunge? Changed my life." Let's kick into the YouTube news. YouTube's AI moderation went nuclear. 12 million channels gone in 2025. That's like evicting an entire village because one guy played copyrighted flute. That said, most were spam, but some poor guy filming a salad just disappeared mid-chew. Then came the AI slop wave. 21% of videos shown to new users are now bot-made nonsense. Minecraft clips narrated by Siri talking about Elon Musk's dream journal. It's like watching a TED talk written by an electric toothbrush. YouTube also upgraded thumbnails to 50 megabytes, which is great if you're desperate to see someone's panic face in 4K. At this point, thumbnails now look better than the actual video. My own channel now has more pores than my real face. Jacksepticeye cancelled Thanksmas. Some people said he needed a break and he didn't want to ask fans for more donations when times are tough. Honestly, that's just leadership. Most creators would have a charity stream from the back of an ambulance if it meant more views. Meanwhile, Mr. Beast turned into Santa and gave away 10,000 presents. He even restocked an entire food pantry because his donations ran out in 2 days. That's not YouTube, that's an economy. YouTube Shorts hit 50 billion daily views. That's more than most countries have opinions. At this point, if you blink twice, you've accidentally watched 14 raccoons doing press-ups. Sideman dominated the UK holiday charts. They've uploaded everything, played everything, yelled at everything. One video was literally titled Christmas Chaos. That felt like an understatement. Tom Scott said goodbye to regular uploads. The nation wept politely, then Googled what a cantilever bridge is, just to feel close to him. Super Resolution launched, so now your grainy vlog can be transformed into something resembling Blade Runner, or at least Blade Runner's deleted scenes. And finally, YouTube is cracking down on VPN and spoofing. If you've been pretending to live in Switzerland to boost your CPM, YouTube knows. They've got your IP. They've seen your IKEA receipts. Let's have a look at the podcasts. Let's start where it hurts. Trevor Noah just announced a new podcast. Comedy, guests, topical chat, talk show style. Wonder who's been doing that already. Any ideas, Tom? No, me neither. But hey, welcome, Trevor. We're not bitter. We're just observant. You go ahead. Bring your big TV watchers with you. Stephen Bartlett continues to outwork time itself. Diary of a CEO is now a chart topper, a book, a tour, probably a protein bar as well. Louis Theron launched a podcast, and it's brilliant, whispery, thoughtful, deep. I listened to it and apologise to the houseplants. Sorry. Daniel Official started Teen Beat, a podcast where celebs read their embarrassing teenage diary entries. Yes, please. I need this. I also need to burn every MSN chat I ever saved. Spotify and Apple now offer AI-generated transcripts and chapters, which is great unless your accent triggers the bot to write inaudible screaming every 10 seconds. Podcast live streams went big over the holiday. Ludwig raised $1 million in a day. Zoe Sugg hosted a Christmas concert. And somewhere, a Sopranos podcast caused actual tension in New Jersey. Ad revenue hit a record high, which means millions of us were sold mattresses, meal kits, and grief counseling during a true crime episode. That's balanced, that is. The off-menu New Year's special was complete chaos. Someone said mushy peas and the room nearly evacuated. And finally, 2026 is shaping up to be the year of podcast neon signs, AI highlights and podcast filming in 3 angles for TikTok shorts. We're officially in the does your podcast even exist if it's not a video era? So let's summarize. We've told you about YouTube banning half the internet by accident, AI taking over thumbnails and transcripts and probably Christmas, Jacksepticeye cancelling Thanksmas, Mr. Beast becoming Santa with a private jet, Trevor Noah casually copying our entire format, Steve Bartlett becoming the new BBC, and Louis Theron whispering his way to chart dominance. And now it's time to tell you about our guest. She's an amazing artist and she's going to absolutely blow you away. Tom, roll the titles.